33 acres in Okanogan County, Washington. This is around the Tonasket area. If you're familiar with Eastern Washington, I went out and viewed this property personally. I loved it. I'm going to walk through some FAQs in this video, what I see in the property, and how to do some of your own due diligence and kind of self-serve yourself with our model. So I'll talk about visits, utilities, and things of that nature. So this property is listed for sale here with Wilco Land. We own all of our properties. What we specialize in is buying and selling land, right? A lot of it is unique rural property across the United States. So getting started, I step foot on the property. This is a kind of a 360 video I put together. It's about a minute long if you want to watch it. And I'll let you do that on your own. This is in the website listing along with this video. So just clicking through some photos, talking to you about this piece of land. I'll get to a bird's eye view of the location here in a minute. It's adjacent to public land. So this 33 acre property, behind it is public land. That's a huge bonus, right? To not have any private land behind you. It is fenced along the road. There are power lines. There's fiber optic cable underneath it in this area. So you do have internet for those remote workers. This really is a cool location for the outdoor enthusiast, for somebody looking to homestead essentially, or somebody looking to build and have some space and get outside of the city limits and get out in the country. So the long range views were awesome. This was a really smoky fire season when we were out here. You can see I just pulled over on the side of the highway to access it. You will need to put a little driveway in probably or something of that nature to get onto your property, but it's a beautiful piece of land. I mean, the views from here are awesome. There's good vegetation. There's good trees, mature trees on the property. And again, for even a smoky day, the long range views are really cool. So I can't imagine what it looks like on a clear day. So again, I'll pull it up on bird's eye view. You've got some different features, like this is a cliffed out feature on the property. You can see in some of the photos, there's just different features on this property. So there's a lot of unique building sites. As you go further up, the views get better and better from this property. And I won't spend all of our time looking through these photos. I know you can do that on your own. So again, getting started, great property for maybe hunting, the outdoor enthusiast, just having a house, a mobile home maybe with your shop, things like that. It's going to have a lot of opportunity out here in Eastern Washington with less restrictions. And again, getting outside city limits. So you've got great views of Barker Mountain and Tunk Mountain there. The access is right off Highway 20. So you've got easy access to this 33 acre piece of land. Zoning, when it comes to land use, hey, what can I do with the property? We're going to be looking at zoning here. It's Rural 1. If you click here to go look at zoning information, we bring you right to Rural 1. And you can start to read about what you can do with the property. Accessory dwellings, farm worker housing, bed and breakfast, things like that. So these are accessory uses. So again, on 33 acres, we're going to have a lot of options. Maybe it's a home and a barn. Maybe it's a small homestead, things like that. So you're going to be able to get creative. Maybe it's something where you can split it up into 2 or 3 different lots and sell 1 or 2 of them. So these are all different ideas you can do with a big chunk of land like this. More things on land use, I'll let you read that. Again, we've got the link here, what you can and cannot do with the property. Again, if you have detailed questions that you can't figure out, give me a call or give the county a call. They're pretty helpful resources if you have specific items you're looking to do. So there are power posts along Highway 20. I talked about that. Underground fiber optic cable on the property too. RVs and camping are allowed here. That's a great positive. A lot of people are looking for properties with less restrictions where that's allowed. Mobile homes are allowed as well. So next thing I want to talk about is access. Let's look at where this property is located. I'm just going to copy and paste these GPS coordinates, and I've already got them plugged into Google Maps. So if I zoom out and give you a bird's eye view, we're in Eastern Washington, just east of the Cascade Range, Northern Cascades, kind of between, Spokane and Leavenworth, up north here outside of Tonasket. So you've got a lot of great recreation all throughout Northern Washington. As I zoom in, this brings me right to the property. You can even get on street views and take a peek at what the property looks like there. So what I recommend though for viewings, we offer a self-service model. So you're going to go out and visit this property on your own. I went and did it. It's easy. Simply use the coordinates. Just plug the coordinates here into Onyx Maps. This is my favorite app for land viewings. It's called Onyx Maps. You can download it on your phone and you can actually get these parcel lines showing everybody's property. And you can walk the property and see the little dot on your phone and see exactly where it starts and ends. So again, we've got access here off Highway 20. You've got the neighbors have developed. You can see some mobile homes and RVs down there. You've got a nice property across the street with accessory units and dwellings. So looking back, you've got public land all behind you. This is a Department of Natural Resources, maybe a game management area, but you got 640-acre tract of land back here, and it kind of checkerboards back here too, if you can see that. Again, across the street, Department of Natural Resources. Then we go across Highway 20, and you've got access to Okanogan National Forest, and that's going to be 115,000 acres. So you're in a really great area, like I said, hunting and outdoor recreation. A little further south, this is like, 500, 1,000 acres of the Colville Reservation. It looked like BLM land for a minute there. But these little chunks of land, BLM, the stuff you see in gold on Onyx maps is going to be BLM land. So again, there's a bunch of BLM land dotted around here too. Looks like this is public access, Okanogan National Forest, even just behind us. So just behind this property. So you've got Department of Natural Resources there, and you skip up here and you've got the National Forest. So again, you'd have to browse the map a little bit more to find access points. I'd have to spend more time. Looks like you just head up Highway 20 and you might be able to get on somewhere in here. Again, that's going to have to be something that you explore. Public access points there. So I can help you out if you want to schedule a call with me to look into that. But kind of what you see is what meets the eye for this property. You're going to use GPS coordinates to access. I've got some really good photos on the website. We talked about zoning. We talked about land use and utilities. We offer cash discounts for cash buyers and seller financing. Again, more of a self-service model. So if you do have questions about this property, don't hesitate to reach out to me. It is just a classic, a good piece of land. I think it'd be a solid investment. We've got this thing hopefully priced to sell. If you do have interest in the land itself, just get with me. Give me a call, 605-299-5553. Again, Miles at Wilco Land. I've got more listings in Washington State, and I've got a blog on how to use Onyx Maps for successful land visits on the blog page as well for those of you interested. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I'll hear from you soon.